Netherwort. The most useless plant in the game. Well, I guess if you're a potion brewer, it's not that useless. I guess if you build with netherwort blocks, it's not that useless. If you like red nether brick, I guess it's not that useless. But in general, it's pretty useless. It has like a few features in the entire game. I mean, who likes it? Who uses it? I mean, why do you need potions when you have a totem? That's all I gotta say. Yeah. But you guys did not come and look at... You guys did not click on this video to look at my netherwort farm. You guys clicked on this video to see what we are building in this video, which would be my villager's home, where I'm going to move my villagers that are in the savanna biome all the way here, which shouldn't be that bad, actually. I mean, whoops, I overshot it. Right here. So we have this big open area, not that big. It's 20 by 10. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna have 10 villagers on each wall, since I have 20 villagers. And we're gonna move them in there one by one, and then we're gonna see how it goes from there. Which, it shouldn't be hard to move them. But what I'm gonna want to do is I'm gonna want to build the room they go in. I want to decorate that area. Now, you guys might make fun of me for it, but I don't really care. I mean, I'm not that great of a builder. Just all I know is we are going to need some deep slate. Yeah, we're probably going to need a lot more deep slate than that. Like, how do I not have deep slate? That's what I'm wondering. Since when does no one have, like, a lot of deep slate? Deep slate's, like, one of the most common things. I mean, it's just like stone, just deeper. It's on a deeper level, you know, like on a deeper meaning. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, no, that's a little crazy. I thought I would have more. So how's you guys' days going? Mine's going pretty good so far. I mean, you know, I just got out of school, just got out of practice, you know, pretty good so far. But, you know, since you guys, I guess, can't physically respond to me, I will get back to you guys when all of this is broke. So, we now gotta craft that into polished deep slate and now deep slate bricks. Yeah, that's still not enough. I thought that was gonna be turn into a lot more than it actually was, but it did not. So, you know, we're just gonna, I don't know, dig down somewhere and find some deep slate, which shouldn't be hard since... You know, it's deep slate, and if I just dig down, like, 60 blocks, it's gonna be right there. So, I'll get back to you guys when, I guess I get done mining a bunch of deep slate. So, there's a massive cave under where I was digging. Yeah, that was scary. I actually thought I was gonna die. That was terrifying. I don't know why that scared me so bad, but, you know, we're not here to look at this cave because that would take too much time. But, I mean, look at the size of this cave. Like, this is under my house, or it's, like, almost under my house. It's not quite under my house. I mean, my house is up on a mountain a few blocks up there, but, I mean, this is pretty close. I'm pretty sure if I dig my scaffolding down here... Ooh, diamonds. We always love some diamonds, you know. 2 diamonds. Anymore? No. But, you know, I mean, if I was to dig my scaffolding down here, I would probably end up in the cave, I'm not gonna lie. So, one thing I want to talk to you guys about is Invincible. The TV show. How are you guys liking the new season? I mean, I've only seen up to episode 4. But, I mean, I really like it. It's starting to turn out exactly like how the comics is. Just a little bit different. I mean, this might be a spoiler warning, but, you know, like, some characters are different. You got different character arcs, like Mark, telling Eve, like, Mark dropped out of college way earlier than he did in the book. In the TV show, I think he dropped out of college off screen. If I remember correctly, I don't remember season 2 that well. But I'm pretty sure he dropped out of college off screen. And then you have, like, Alan, who doesn't look as ripped. Alan the alien, he's, like, not as ripped, which is weird. And I don't know why they would change that. Because, I mean, in the comics, he looked jacked. Like, he was pretty beefy. But, yeah. And then you have, like, the slight things. Like, when Adam, Eve, and Invincible are on their first date, the time travelers show up. Yeah, Mark went willingly with them in the comic books, but in the show, he didn't for some reason. He decided to say no, and they abducted him. And then he had to go and kill the Immortal, who had gone insane. Now, the fight, one thing I did like was that the fight did not lasted a lot longer in the TV show than it did in the comics between the Immortal and Invincible, which was pretty cool. It's kind of like the Omni-Man execution scene, where in the comic books it was like one panel and that was it. I remember reading that in the comic books for the first time and I was like so disappointed. And then I remember the TV show and it was a lot better, knowing that they did that when they could have just done it simple, done and easy, everyone's dead without even a fight. But I mean, the reason they did that for the TV show and not the comic books, I wouldn't want to say not the comic books, scratch what I just said there, but the reason they did that was just to show, I think, the Guardians were, like, actually a threat. Like, in the comics, it made it seem like they were not a threat. Like, it seemed like they were a cakewalk for Omni-Man. But in the TV show, it actually seemed like they put a decent beating on him in that he might have lost if a few other things hadn't happened. Are you kidding me? Really? Yeah, that's what you get. I'm gonna mine up some Tuff so I can nerd pole out of here. Is it still called a nerd pole? I'm curious about that. Is it still called a nerd pole? I don't know. I would feel old if it did, because that's what you always called it back in the old Minecraft days, back in the Xbox 360 days, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you called it. You called it a nerd pole, and it wasn't anything else. You know, I wish I could live stream on my phone, but for some reason, it tells me that I need to have a webcam in order to live stream off of my phone, which doesn't make any sense. Now, I would want to stream on Xbox, but my hardcore world isn't on there, and I'm terrible at Xbox when it comes to Minecraft, so, you know. I don't know, I hear thumping, like, outside. I'm not 100% sure what it is. I don't know what it is. Yeah, no, there it is. I don't know, it might be my horses, I'm not sure. So, let's just mine up this last little bit of Deep Slate, and I will see you guys when I get this all mined up. Also, one other thing, before you guys go and skip to the next part. Ignore my day counter. It's a glitch, trust me, I totally haven't played that many days since you guys were last saw a video. Guys, I do go outside, trust me. So guys, now that I think we have enough Deep Slate, we need to get started on this. So the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to mine out a little straight line right here. This will represent the center of the room. So we'll mine out this straight line. I forgot you instant mine wood in Bedrock Edition when you have haste 2. That's pretty cool. I completely forgot about that. I actually didn't know that. I never realized that until I was watching an SB737 video about his 100 days in Bedrock. And he was like, yeah, no, you can instant mine wood. And I'm like, what? You can? Because I saw him do it on Java one time and it didn't work. And I thought, like, oh, well, I guess since it's not in Java, it's not in Bedrock Edition. Which, apparently is not true. That one feature is actually in Bedrock Edition that's not in Java. Among the other few things. Like, command blocks being a thing. I mean, not command blocks. I mean, like, the commands, like, how you can do certain commands. There's, like, no limit to them. Like, in Bedrock Edition, if you go to fill something, it will tell you there's too many blocks in this specific area, but on Java, it doesn't say that for some reason. Now, that is a computer versus a phone. So, you know, it's not that shocking that, Java can do that and phones can't. So, you know, it's not that surprising. So we're now going to need all of this. There's 20 slots, so I'm gonna have to go and get more logs or bone meal them. So now what we're going to do is we're gonna take out this whole wall right here. Yep, the whole wall. And we are going to do spruce running. That's stone. That's not what I hit. So now we're going to do spruce running down this wall right here. So we'll do spruce right there. Then we're going to actually add a deep slate roof. Like that. Not exactly like that now that I think about it. You don't instant mine deep slate bricks? I didn't know that. That's interesting. So let's see if I remember this. So give me 1 second, guys. Okay, so I went and looked at the creative world where I built this in, and this is not what I did. What I did was spruce like this. So we're going to do spruce, so that's 3, 4... 5, come on, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, is there an extra one? Did I build this room one too big? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ooh, I did. Yeah, I don't want to do that. So we're going to move that. Place stone there, and we're going to do deep slate all along right here, because this will be the wall then. This will be the last wall. And deep slate does go there. I did look. Deep slate did go there. So now we do spruce logs standing up like this. Not like that. Like this. Spruce logs like this. All in front. And yes, I did build this myself. And now we're going to do bookshelves all along the top. Now that part is going to take a little bit longer than all the other ones because, oh, you know, it's just a lot of books. A lot of books. That's all I can say. It's just going to be a lot of bookshelves. Which means a lot of leather is going to be required for, okay. Yeah, wow. Severely underestimated the, love the voice crack. Severely underestimated the amount of wood I was going to need. But you know what? Since I'm actually down here, let's replace this roof now. Which, yeah, it'll be simpler just to do it now. And I can go empty out my inventory of all the leftover deep slate because I feel like I overshot it, honestly. Let's do you like that. And then I think I'm gonna have a door right there, and then any other villagers I want to add, I'll just make a room for them, and you can just walk through that door, and you'll be at the other villagers. I don't think, though, I'm going to have every single type of villager because that's just going to take way too long. 13 times 20, what does that total out in blocks? That's what I'm wondering. Because that's how long this room would be. 13 times 20. If I do the math in my head. So, times 2, that would be 230. 230 blocks long. That's how long this whole thing would be. If I was to get every single villager type. Because there's 13 types of villagers. There's Stonecutter. Actually, I'm not even going to try and name them all because I don't know all of them, if I'm being honest. There is a lot, and, I mean, I just don't. I mean, you know the basics. You got the librarian, the farmer, the shepherd, the woolsmith. Oh, and really quickly, do you guys like this? This is a 13 kelp farm. This is the biggest you can do without adding a redstone repeater to extend it all. Yeah, it's pretty fast. It's a lot faster than my other one, which is surprise. Surprise, I guess. I mean, bigger one. Yeah, who would have guessed it would have been faster? You know, I really need to find out how to get rid of all this stone. I mean, I guess I could burn it, or I could save it until I get stonemason villagers. Yeah, that's what I'll probably do. Because stonemason villagers are really, really good. Because it's just stone. Like, you get emeralds from stone. And how much stone do you have? A lot. So, you know, how have I really never realized you've been able to instant mine wood? I mean, that's just blows my mind. How have I not realized that? Okay, how have I not realized this tree is so tall? My goodness. There we go. Yeah, now we just got some brown grass in my beautiful mushroom cherry blossom biome. So now that we got all of the spruce wood, we just need to go down here, finish it up. We'll get everything finished. We'll then get the books all done. Because I do have a few librarian villagers, now that I think about it, that actually trade bookshelves. So I can just buy bookshelves off of them. Which should not be too hard at all. I'll just take all of you. Yeah. There we go. So now I just gotta build this out like this. You know what? Let's do it the simple way like that. And then you just throw the logs in the front. And now the room is almost finished. All we need to do is we need to replace this wall with deep slate. Which... Are you kidding me? You're actually joking. That's frustrating. Okay. You know, it doesn't matter. Yeah. That's so frustrating. I just put all my deep slate up there. My base. Okay. It really doesn't matter. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a nether portal right here. And I'll take the deep slate back down there. I'll add the nether portal right there. Get the railroad track set up. Move the villagers. And I will see you guys when all of the villagers are moved in. So, it is finally done. We just have to head down here and look at it after, you know, it didn't take me as long as I thought, but it did take a little bit. It took me maybe like an hour or so to get all this done. Yeah. Does it not look amazing? Does it not look great? It looks beautiful, doesn't it? I even got personal bodyguards because these guys spawn them in. And I went around and I named all of them. Not named. I put a sign on all of them. So now, I know which ones are, and I don't have to go scrolling through to try and find out which ones are. Which ones are which. And one thing I've been doing is I've just been coming down here every so often, killing these iron golems, and then just making a farm out of it. Not farm. And just been stealing the iron from them. Which has, in turn, increased my iron storages by a lot. And it's not that bad, but it's way too inefficient. So I think in the next video, I'm going to build an iron farm at my industrial district that I've been mining and working on. If you want to see what it looks like, let me get to the top of the scaffolding and I'll show you guys what it looks like so far. Over here, this is what I have going. It's a 100 by 100 area that I am mining out and leveling down to a even level so that I can build whatever I want here for like an industrial district. I'll probably have my gold farm here, an iron farm. I'll have my sheep farm, maybe an automatic cow farm, I'm not sure. And then I'll have a sugarcane farm, a bamboo farm. I don't know what else I could build. A melon and pumpkin farm, that's another one. And then I might just have a farm of every single crop. Like a beetroot one, like just a plain one. Because I actually don't know if you could automate those. Well, I guess you could, now that I think about it. I could automate them. Put villagers in there. I could do that now that I think about it. That'd be awesome. Never have to worry about food again. Because my current source of food is hoglins from the nether. So I could get that fixed so I'm not flying around always trying to murder hoglins. But guys, if you wanted to really see how long it took me to get the villagers, the speed up version of what I had to do for 20 villagers is going to play right about. Yeah, so I had to basically fly there, waste rockets. I had to fly there by wasting rockets. Then I had to get them in a minecart, which actually wasn't difficult when I was putting the job block right there. And then for the last bit, I had to push them 500 blocks in the nether to get them to my nether portal and then make them go in. And you know what I found out? Is that librarians can get binded to bookshelves. I don't know. It was really weird on how they got binded to the bookshelf. Like, they would stop and look at a bookshelf like that was their job block. Even though I didn't think that was possible for them. Is it? Or is that just like a glitch? But what was weird is I would break the bookshelf and then they'd run to the lectern that I had placed down for them. So I was thinking, like, it may be a glitch. Whoa. It may be a glitch, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Here, look. Let's finish up this area, and then I'll just get done with the video right here. Yeah, so it's 100 by 100. It goes from 900 to 1,000, and then it goes from 2,775 to 2,875. And later on, once I get all this mined out, I'll mine out the floor. And I will put, what do you call it? I'll put stone bricks all along the bottom. And I'll put glowstone going out in tens to light up the area. Because I remember one time I built one of these and I put mycelium under it, thinking that mobs couldn't spawn on mycelium and that's how mushroom biomes worked. Yeah, that's not how they work. I found that out after fighting with grass to make sure it was only mycelium growing there. It didn't work. I was really bummed out about that too. So from 22, we'll go down 10 blocks. Start right there. Alrighty, guys. Well, I'm going to continue mining this. And in the next video, we'll get that iron farm up and running. Because building the 13 kelp farm melted my iron. And then placing all those railway tracks for the villagers really melted my iron. I had to go caving and find some, which I ended up doing. But guys, I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. Like, subscribe, and comment. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day today. See you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.